Hkyp round of applause to our pre-entertainment, our pre-classroom students. If that wasn't enough of a welcome, I'm here to officially welcome you to the Mungkarin Youth Pride Program year-end showcase and celebration. You are in for an amazing show. There's two groups that I want to thank, and you're going to hear a lot more opportunity, or a lot more speakers extend thanks and gratitude to the people that make this program possible. But I'm going to start with our students. When you welcome them and see them come into this room, you're going to see the open hearts and open minds in which they entered our school this summer. They made learning so much fun. It's just been a blast being a part of this program. My name is Stacy Collins, and I'm an administrator for St. Paul Public Schools. This is my first year being part of this program, and I've just had an amazing time learning with our students and from our students. So I want to thank them. The other group that I want to thank, they're not in this room because they're prepping the students, are our educators. We have St. Paul Public School teachers, a part of the program, and we have Hmong American Partnership teaching assistants that are part of the program. Their work with our learners, they have created the most amazing pathways of dual language immersion activities and cultural immersion activities. And you are in for an amazing show and performance that's going to be evidence of that work this summer. And when we are done in here, we welcome you to step into all of the classrooms, which is going to be a different kind of experience than a show in here. You are in for an amazing afternoon. Again, welcome and thank you for coming. I'm going to pass the microphone to Mr. Barnacle. He is our site lead, who's been working all summer to support the program.
Great, thank you, Ms. Collins. My name is Al Barnacle. One of the most amazing things about this program is the partnership that it embodies. So I'd like to invite the co-sponsors of Hkyp from Hmong American Partnership in the St. Paul Province neighborhood. From the St. Paul Province neighborhood, we have Munir, and from the Hmong American Partnership, we have Kazua. So if you could please come up here. A program like this and a place like this really embodies the mission and vision of the Promise neighborhoods across the country, and this one is no exception. We focus on academics here, and we focus on cultural traditions, and I think the teachers have done a really amazing job with that. And it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the three partners that really brought it back together. So I'd like to hand this off to Munir with the St. Paul Promise neighborhood.
Thank you so much, Al. Again, my name is Munir Karcher-Ramos, and I'm the Executive Director of the St. Paul Promise neighborhood. You'll actually see our banner right up there. So what we're trying to do in our neighborhood, which is the Frogtown, Rondo, Summit University neighborhoods of St. Paul, we're looking at how do we pave the pathway to college. And for us, we're always looking at what are the opportunities that are available within our community that will set our kids up for college and career success. And for us, at the cornerstone of that, we actually believe it's culturally based opportunities. When we first launched Hkyp in partnership with Hkyp and the St. Paul Public Schools 3 summers ago, a summer program version of it at least, after this program, one of the parents came up to me and said, when we lose our language, we lose our life. I want to repeat that. When we lose our language, we lose our life. We were not able to interpret the world through the same words and through the same lenses. And for us, the St. Paul Promise neighborhood, we really believe in the power of culture and connecting to oneself and to peoplehood, right? So how do we, as St. Paul Promise neighborhood, really support in the community the reconnection of kids to their culture and to language, and it's really why St. Paul Promise neighborhood for the past 3 years has really invested in this program. And want to just say thank you to a few folks, Stacy and Al, who are program administrators, to Hmong American Partnership, who's always been a great partner and have been sort of the actual core ideator of the program. And then actually this year we used our legislative funds, so Representative Fu Lee is here, and he's on the education committee, so just want to give the hat tip to the state legislature saying we used those dollars this year from St. Paul Promise neighborhood to make that happen. Representative Marina Moran and Senator Pappas also plan on being here today, so thank you to them. our good partners at the St. Paul Public Schools with both John Schumacher and Elizabeth Putnam, who have been real champions of this program and of the Promised Neighborhood. So many thanks to everybody, and I'll hand it on.
Nhân sau nông sản của tổng chí mình sẽ tu cho rồi nhận thấy cho hay cho mình nhận lại gì thì mình chỉ muốn sợ cho Hmong American Partnership to cùng nào. Well, good afternoon, and I'm so excited to be here on behalf of Hmong American Partnership, or HAP. I just said a brief greetings to our families because we talk about in a program where we acknowledge the language and the culture. And in our culture, it's really important to acknowledge our families and friends. And so I need to make sure that I model what it is to be in the Hmong culture. So I am so excited to be a part of this program. And I want to quickly, before I do all my acknowledgement, I wanted to say Jackson is very near and dear to me. I'm a former Jackson student, and all 4 of my students graduated from Jackson. So this program is so near and dear. And I also say, before this HYPD program started, my children was at Jackson, and with Hmong American Partnership, they learned how to speak and appreciate the Hmong language and culture. So this didn't happen just within the last couple of years. This is an ongoing, and I am so appreciative and thank you to St. Paul Public School and the administration, the leadership, for your leadership and your willingness to understand the importance of a culture and the language of each of our community. We're very diverse, and I remember when I was in St. Paul, about maybe a third of our students, were Hmong, and now it's reversed. And so I'm so excited that I get to be a part of this amazing program. Hmong American gets to be a partnership in this amazing program. So I am here to, on behalf of Hmong American Partnership, to say thank you to our administration, site administration, thank you to our board, to the leadership. I know I see a couple of districts, and to our legislator, and more importantly, thank you to our parents. We can't do this kind of programming, and we can't do this without the program support and your investment and the education of your children. And language is so important. The culture and the language of our children, especially our Karen and our Kareni, our Hmong, and other very diverse, but more specifically, we're here to celebrate those 2 specific cultures. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, Hmong American opportunity, to be a part of this effort. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And finally, before we begin the program, I'd like to introduce our last 2 speakers. And we'll start with Representative Fu Lee, who is, please come up. Representative Fu Lee has been great. He's come and talked with our students individually. He sat down right over here and he talked with our students and really led a question and answer session and let them ask you all sorts of questions, what it's like to be a state representative. So thanks.
Thank you. Nyojong ichong ne executive charge that we are state representative. We are to state representative. Nyojong Howard Marsh Minneapolis. Which on it, so you just go out graduation. Thank you everyone for being here today too. And I can't say it better than what Munir and Kajwa has been able to say about the importance of culture and our education in our students' lives. And I'm really glad that over at the state legislature we have been able to appropriate some money for programming like this. And this is really important for all of our scholars in order for them to really, succeed in the classroom. They need to be able to learn about themselves and their culture. And just over 2 weeks ago, I was able to come here and really sit down and just talk to some of our scholars, so let them know about my own experiences, running for public office and then also serving public office too. And so, as a member of the Education Committee over at the Minnesota House, I really value and understand the importance of education, and I just want to say thank you to all of our parents for being here and our community members for investing in our young scholars. And I look forward to seeing more great things from our students here from the Hmong Caring Youth program, and for all of our scholars throughout the state of Minnesota. So thank you for being here.
And finally, we have an honored guest, Soya Za, who's been able to join us, who will be sharing some words of greeting for grandparents.
Sudah siapa terang mudir fa le himwa tak percaya Lepas basi itu teko hingga hibah tu rota, kita selalu itu siapa baca terang mesti pakai di mana, dojo terang mesti pada malu ada pakai di pakai di mana, dan lepas ini di pakai di mana. Saya ada suami berwati betul betul minta saya semua sekolah.
At first, I want to thank you all of the teachers and all the supporters for inviting me to come and talk to the rest of you guys today. And I want to thank so much for teachers who are teaching Korean students today. And may God bless you guys all.
Awak minta sudah boleh bah, itu hibah dah buat cukup di bah, dah boleh buat nyot di bah ni. Lepas ini, ani ala ni berbatas di mana buat. Namun mesti bahawa pembeli di pada orang ada tahu dulu kuih ni bukan di mana tak kudu mak, no, peci ada orang ni tak kudu mak. Aku dah komen kan ni mana cikgu lebih dah hiwa tak buat dia tak kepo. Aku ni kan ni pembeli di pada cikgu orang tak buat dia tak kepo. Minta tak padu lebih dah mubah di pada sekolah ni.
It's a pleasure to be part of United States and be able to come and have all the opportunity and the education that we receive today as for now. And we are so proud to be part of this program that able to teach our Korean students. And I know that many of our parents must be really proud that the kids are able to learn Korean in school, and as well as if we think about our history, we've been persecuted for a long time, being discriminated, and this is such a great opportunity that we have, and it's such a pleasure to be part of the program.
Lepas itu, aniara lepas cikgu boleh ini tu nak hujan lah, berbatas di mana, lepas itu tadi di mana teman lu ada apa? Api ini, wamatio, wasetio, wahulu lepas tadi fani berciba, kalau kau lupa, aku dalam berciba, tadi fani minta tak lupa tu. Lalu mula lagi cikgu ni komen kan, lalu aku bawa putih lalu tadi fani kesoter, lalu kau itu kita sahut di fani, aku bawa putih kedua orang kecida. Lalu kita kurang dia orang lebih, kekegi jutra mungkin kami, kekegi jutra mungkin kami, kekegi pakuan nanti pakuan begini. Oh ini mana tak kau padu dekat.
And I also want to thank you for all the opportunity. If we think about our history and where we came from, many of the children who grew up have never been to school. They've been persecuted, they've been killed and murdered, and many students, like the little one, are not able to go to school and not learning any of the language. So this is such a great opportunity that our Korean people are able to come to the United States and receive all this education and opportunity. And this is such an improvement for us, and we are thankful that we able to receive this opportunity.
Jadi itu, apa kali le hati le fisiko le tani bari tak buat betul di bawah ama le state lagi fisiko. Aku dah pesan le cikgu le mana komen ini ke kuasa kau dah apa kali le kita akan tu ni mana tak buat betul. Tak buat betul le mana tak kepol kali. Nak kita perlu bayar kita dah kuat lalu kuat di belakang ni. Oh ini dasar muda, lalu di dasar semua, lalu ni boleh kuat ni orang tu ada cukup pada tu, thapun cikgu ni lah.
And we hope that one day there are still many our Korean family, our youth, our teenagers that have not received education, that have not received the opportunity like the rest of these kids does. And we hope that in the future that more of our Korean family and students and the younger people will receive more of education, and one day they will be able to go back to our country and become a leader and help out with our country, and that is my hope for the rest of us. Thank you so much for the opportunity and for me to be able to come here. Thank you.
I see waiting in the wings, we have our program beginning, and we'll start with the kindergartners with our fashion show.
cái dây mong bé dầu ra thông bé dầu chua tâm bé dầu chua già có cứ đi mong bé có cho thư bé cái dây mong cứ đi mong có còn nhớ trong gió tu mùa măng gió nhìn thầy từ nhỏ về trong là nhỏ là trong có còn nhớ trong yêu gió lo cái hay lu mong cái sầu lu mong sầu cái dây mong cái sầu ra trong cái sầu chua tân cái sầu chua già bao cứ đi mong cái thó cho chi cái dây mong cứ đi mong cái giờ nương mong cái giờ nương mong có còn vô trong cái giờ nương mong cái hay luôn cho chế chơi mong liền bao giờ từ trong tàu cho bê lò có bê cho bê cho luôn mong cái dây mong
Thank you, first graders. Over here. Next we have a skit, which we performed by the organizer. The skit is titled Our Journey to Freedom.
I want to tell you about my story. My name is Hkyp. I live with my mom and dad. I have a brother named Tutu and my younger sister, Wawa. We are Korean family from Burma. Due to the Civil War and the persecutions from the Burmese government, my family has to turn away. We ran to the Thailand refugee camp. The Thai government asked my mom and dad many questions. We live in Mela refugee camp. We learn Korean and Burmese language and some other subjects. Refugee school was hard because I always hungry. My mom and dad later applied to come to America. We flew to America and the white people gave us some food that were not familiar to us, and they called it a hamburger. I thought it was a toy. My family was hungry for rice and we were starving. My first day in school was very difficult. Me and my brother didn't know how to speak English. We were put in the same class. My mom and dad have to work so hard in the book factory, and their managers were not very nice. My little sister come home speaking English and my mom don't understand her. This is my story. My hope is to go to college and buy my mom and dad a house. My hope is that we can learn English and Korean in school. My hope is that one day Korean people will have their freedom in Burma.
Nếu cả gì cho nó kia giống gì cùng nó đồng chia hương xa xa dễ nhỏ thương tia có qua tu lại hoa cùng gì cùng giao xa tiền đâu có lòng trái có nó tươi một có đi tu trong đua cùng dấu kia chỉ cùng rồi thêm đầu to lên mùa chúa chia cùng nó tự nhiên có lời lòng lần từ chuyện chỉ tu vì một cái hết nhiệt tu là ngõ tu chúa thế có lời gió chỉ xa lên chân có một nhỏ mà cả nhau dễ đời có đi xa nên mua cả gì cho nó kia giống gì cùng nó đồng chia hương xa xa dễ nhỏ thương tia có qua tu lại hoa cùng gì cùng nhau giao xa chỉ xa lên cha thong ngọc lo mà cả nhau dễ dễ đời có đi xa.
People? Well, this is the story of a small-town Texan who raised a bigger army of tribesmen halfway around the world. He changed their destiny, and they changed his. Bill there worked for the CIA, and for a while he had it all. Hidden helpers in the country, 30,000 fighters on the ground, and all the planes he ever wanted in the air. Then he came back to Texas and had what you might call a career change.
I became a truck driver. My wife liked it. She thought driving a truck was way beneath what I should be doing. You know, because I say I knew kings, prime ministers, whatever, like that had dealt with. And as I drove, of course, I thought every day about the war, because that was uppermost on my mind still.
His orders were to fight an American war without American troops. And the funny thing about it was, it worked pretty well for a while, even if it looked a little different.
You want to drive to Atlantis? You want to drive to the road? You want to drive to the circus? And on the right they have to. You want to drive to
Where was Bob Bill Evans?
You want to drive me?
But the war turned inside out, from winning to losing. And there he was, back in Texas, driving a truck, and his wife wondering who he lost it to, the enemy, or headquarters, or even himself. And the whole time he's at the wheel, he's thinking about what he could have done differently, and wishing that headquarters had let him raise another army somewhere else later on, like in the Middle East. 200,000 Laotian tribal people are American citizens now, as a direct result of Biller's operation. They call him the father of their people, and he likes that. He only wishes that more would do as he did, organizing indigenous forces overseas, so his government could fight wars overseas, if it wanted, without using American troops.
We could do that all over the world for many times.
This is a biographical film, not a political film.
被路得有吉他音。被跌倒就把姐姐子公路挂着，只该我有一条过的路。被路过莫崩塌，飘起到脚印的，被崩对脚印基本天气黑。被兄弟脚尖跟我点亮光的脚光中。